I'm going to highlight for you key dates that everyone in the UK needs to be aware of. The first one is the FCA compensation when it comes to motor finance claims. Now, this has been in the news relatively recently where people have taken cars out on finance and they overpaid on interest. There was a ruling made in August that ruled out a part of what people can claim against, but there is still a huge claim available for people that basically had DCA attached to their finance. DCA stands for Discretionary Commission Agreement. So most likely you weren't actually told about this, and the company that you took the finance out with was getting paid a little bit extra for doing that finance. So we're expecting to hear about the compensation for that in the early parts of October 2025. To make sure that you're staying up to date with all of the stuff and the latest news as it breaks, make sure you're hitting that follow button and I will be reporting on it as and when things happen. The next thing everyone needs to be aware of is the autumn budget for the UK. The autumn budget is going to highlight some key things for everyone. They're going to cover off taxes, public spending, and economic policy plans. I'm expecting to hear a lot more of other stuff as well. And again, if you want to stay up to date with all of that, make sure you're hitting that follow button. And just in case you missed it, that's happening on November 26th. Now, there's something happening in the UK and around the world, to be honest. And it's something that people are quite skeptical about, but I have to educate people on this because I feel when I'm able to and I have the knowledge to actually share my knowledge, I have the responsibility to actually do so, especially if I'm able to reach out to people on platforms such as this and educate people. Hence why if you actually go through my profile, I'm actually educating you on how to protect your wealth. Now in my profile, I'm all about educating people. I'm about protecting your wealth. I'm about helping you and your family ensure that, you know what, you're making the wise decisions. However, please know I am not a financial advisor. I can help you with your estate planning, however, so I can protect your family's wealth. Right? And this can be done through wills, trusts, or a combination of both. When it comes to this part that I'm going to be educating on, just please remember I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. I'm just trying to educate you with the information that I have, the information that I know. Please do not make any financial investments based on what I say. I'm just telling you what's out there in the ethos that you may not have heard about. So cryptocurrency is actually coming to the UK and across the world. Whether you're for it or against it, you know about it or you don't know about it, whether you believe in it or not, it's happening. And that's whether you like it or not. Now, the way it's actually going to be coming across to the UK may be slightly different how it's coming across to what's happening in America. As it stands, and this has been confirmed, many meetings and even more so when the president came to the UK recently, and they've actually got a whole plan for digital currency and how they're going to move forward with it. I have got a potential roadmap of what it could look like on my YT, so if you want, you can check that out. But some key dates that you all need to be aware of, and I will make content as well on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, along with other ISO 222 tokens. If you don't know what that is, there will be more videos coming along, so please make sure you're following so you can stay educated. There's free education out there. I'm offering free education, so utilize it. It doesn't cost you a penny to follow. It doesn't even cost you anything to like the video. Help reach other people. By you liking the video and reposting the video, it helps educate so many people. So please, I appreciate every single one of you that actually do that hit the like button, hit that repost button. So what's happening is cryptocurrency is not the easiest thing to kind of get your head around. And I'm going to try and make it easy on my channel for those of you who are following or even coming across it. It's not the easiest thing to get your head around, and you can custody your own tokens. So for example, think about this. When you're holding cash in your pocket, in your wallet, in your homes, whatever, or when you're holding gold, etc., mainly gold to be honest, you're custodying your own currency, right? When you hold that bar of gold, you're holding your billions of gold and silver, whatever, you are custodying your own finances. As soon as you put it into the bank or you actually get cash, because cash is actually debt. So when you actually put it into the bank or you get cash out and stuff like that, you are giving the custody to the bank. So the bank is looking after everything. For people to have easy access to crypto, they're going to launch something called ETFs, ETNs, and ETPs. Essentially what that means is you're going to buy from exchanges, you're going to buy from stock trader platforms, etc. You're not actually going to custody your own cryptocurrency. You're going to rely on other companies doing it for you. That's what all these ETF, ETPs, ETNs are. Now, key dates that you need to be aware of are October 8th, 2025, which is going to be the ETN launch for the UK. It's going to launch Bitcoin and Ethereum. So like I said, cryptocurrency is coming to the country and it is no longer banned. It was banned not so long ago, but they've lifted that ban and it's all coming to fruition now. Like I said, I've got a whole roadmap on my YT. Go check that out. Also in October 25, because of the new SEC rules listing, they've actually put out a clear guideline of how you actually pass your ETFs, ETNs, ETPs, etc. This is more for the US. So people or companies can actually list their ETFs. As long as they follow that guideline, they're pretty much going to get the green light. The other dates we need to watch out for, and I want to name some names here because they're the issuers that you need to know about, is Grayscale, who filed their ETF on Jan 13, 2025. This has to have a final decision by October 18th, 2025. Then we have 21 Shares, who filed their ETF on November 2024. But since then, they've actually mainly applied for an XRP ETF. But XRP, for those of you who don't know, was actually under investigation, and they were in a lawsuit really with the SEC, which is America's Security and Exchange Commission. That case has been dropped, so basically it came to no founding at all that they were doing anything wrong. So that's now deadlined for October 19th, 2025. Then you have the Bitwise issuer offering a spot XRP ETF, which was filed on December 2nd, 2024. Again, the SEC case kind of delayed that. That has a final decision date of October 20th, 2025. If you want, make sure you're pausing or rewind back just so you can make note of all these dates. But these are very important dates that you need to be aware of. Then you have Canary Capital, again, a spot XRP ETF. This was filed in October 8th, 2024. SEC kind of got in the way again. This has a deadline date of October 24th, 2025. Then you have Wisdom Tree, again, another XRP ETF. This was filed in December the 2nd, 2024. If anything was filed in December 2024, just assume that it was held up because of the SEC court case. But the Wisdom Tree is looking to have its final decision by October 2024 to the 2025th. They've got quite a large filing there. Then you got Franklin Templeton. They filed their ETF in early 2025. That's been reviewed. That should be launched have its final decision in November 14th, 2025. Then we have two more left, which is CoinShares. They filed their XRP spot ETF for XRP again on Jan 24th, 2025. That has a deadline date of October 25th, 2025. Then you have Rex Shares. That's actually gone live already. Rex Shares have actually gone live already, which is Rex Osprey XRP ETF. That actually went live last week and it done amazingly well. So those are some key dates you guys all need to be aware of. And again, if you want more crypto education or you just want to learn about how to protect your family's wealth, make sure you're following this channel. I offer you wisdom, I offer you education, and I offer you a way that you can actually protect your wealth in an efficient way. Go back through my content. Make sure you're checking all those things out. I have a website that I've even created offering you so much free resources. And for those of you who are following along and you have that car finance claim happening, please make sure you are not approaching companies to deal with this for you, because it's probably going to have a redress or redress, however you pronounce it, a scheme happening where you may not have to actually apply, where the actual finance companies are going to reach out to you because they'll have records of you. We won't know what the actual scheme is until October comes through, which isn't far away. We're looking a couple of weeks away. But if you go to these companies that are going to be filing the thing for you, they're going to get money for doing nothing. So if you have already filed with those companies, unfortunately, I don't think there's anything more you can do. You kind of have to give them your share, unless the company is nice and they kind of don't charge you, but I don't know if they're going to do that. But if you need help constructing your own document or whatever, please check out Martin Lewis, because he's actually created a whole platform for it, or head over to my website where I've got a pre-composed email that you can actually send to the finance companies that you had your finances with, and it's literally just copy, paste it, put your details in, as in your name, your address, the cars that you had. If you can remember the registrations, that will help them identify your cases a lot faster. These are important dates, these are important information you all need to be aware of. So please, if you found this useful, make sure you repost it, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you're following along. Learn something. You're on this platform where there's a lot of distractions available. Why not follow someone that's going to try to educate you? In the next video, I'm going to be explaining to you in more detail what an ETF is, ETN, ETPs, and all of that stuff. Not only that, I'm going to be going into the different types of cryptocurrencies or crypto tokens and what they actually do. What sort of actual real world uses do they have? And how quick are they looking to actually come to fruition in our day-to-day lives? So until the next video, MIA out.